So, okay, we hear a lot about this word innovation, right? And I think it's often quite a difficult concept to understand. So today I'm going to kind of try and take you through innovation a bit, get a better definition for it, and then try and understand how we view innovation within Media 24. So before we get on to all of that, I want everyone to pull out your phones. Take your phones out, hold them up high, and let's see what you got. Have a look around, right? So I see a couple of iPhones, that's good. Some Androids, that's okay. Tell me this, does anybody see a Nokia? Yes. You've got one Nokia? Okay, so one Nokia in this entire room. What about Blackberries? Maybe a bit more common? You guys are recent students? Okay, so you're a little bit embarrassed. So, here's the really interesting thing, is that 7 years ago, Nokia owned 50% of the mobile handset market. 50%. That means that this side of the room should all have Nokias, and you guys should have whatever else. Maybe you're on the cutting edge, you would have a Blackberry. So, 7 years ago, 50% of the market, they're shipping hundreds of millions of phones. And today, we have one person in the room who has a Nokia, and I'm sure you probably want something else, right? Well, you can't have Nokia. So, what happened to Nokia? How can they lose so much market share in 7 years? 7 years is nothing, right? So, that's the one thing I want to start with. But this whole idea of losing market share like that is not just specific to the mobile phone market. Let's bring it closer to Media 24 and look at print or look at advertising spend. So in 2006, print made up 20% of all the money that was spent on advertising, right? Fast forward to 2011, 5 years, and it's down to 9%. So in 5 years, print companies halve the percentage share of advertising, right? More than half. That's crazy. 5 years, it's nothing. So what's happening here? What's causing this? Let's look at newspaper advertising revenue. So from the 1950s all the way up to the 2000s, newspaper advertising sees this massive growth, right? It's huge. $60 billion spent on newspaper advertising. That's massive. And then, what the hell happened here? 10 years and then, it's crazy. So on the other side of it, looking in the other direction, have a look at the sales of smartphones and tablets, right? Same sort of idea, it's kind of cruising around here, maybe we considered some early Blackberries as smartphones. And then something happened in 2007, 2008, right? And actually we know now that's the iPhone launch, the first iPhone. First iPhone wasn't that great, second one got a bit better, the 3GS hit around 2009. And we just see this massive, massive growth. So much so that in around, I think it was 2012, the sales of smartphones overtook computers, right? So more smartphones sold every year than desktop computers and laptops. That's crazy. And look at the growth of it. It's just absolutely stellar. So let's extend that to South Africa and have a look here as well. We can see back in 2008, not really that long ago, there's like 600,000 people accessing the internet through a mobile device. Fast forward to this year, and we're looking at 20 million people in South Africa accessing the internet through a mobile device. That growth is ridiculous.